Today, we're diving into the 2026 Data Threat Report. And let me tell you, it paints a picture of a cybersecurity world that's changing at lightning speed. It's pointing to a brand new kind of threat, one that isn't banging on the front door, but is already deep inside the machine. So let's just get right to the heart of it with the report's single most challenging idea. AI is the new insider threat. You know, for decades, we've thought of an insider threat as a person, right? A disgruntled employee, maybe a careless contractor. This report says we have to completely tear up that definition. And that leads us to this question, which really frames everything we're going to talk about today. What if the biggest danger to your company's data isn't a human being at all, but the very intelligence we built to help us run our businesses? Okay, so let's unpack this. How exactly is AI creating this whole new class of internal risk? Well, it's not just a fancy new tool for attackers anymore. The AI technology itself is becoming the weak point, the vulnerability. And look, this is not some theoretical, far-off problem. The data is already here. A whopping 59% of organizations have already seen AI-powered deepfake attacks. This stuff is in the wild, and it's being used to fool people and systems with a level of realism that is just startling. And the damage? Oh, it's real. We're talking about nearly half of all companies, 48%, reporting they've already taken a hit to their reputation because of AI-generated misinformation. That is a direct blow to the one thing you can't easily buy back: trust. Now this is what really shows us the new battlefield. Attackers aren't just using AI to write a convincing phishing email anymore. No, 57% of organizations are now saying their own AI applications are being targeted directly. The goal is to twist and exploit the AI to get at that sweet, sensitive data. So if AI is the new weapon, where is this battle being fought? Well, the report is pretty clear about it. It's all happening in the cloud. The cloud has become the primary battleground for one simple reason. It's where we keep our most valuable stuff, and the attackers know it. And this chart just lays it all out, doesn't it? The top 3 targets for cyber attacks are all cloud assets. You've got cloud storage at 35%, cloud applications right behind at 34%, and even the cloud's management infrastructure at 32%. They are aiming right for the core of how modern businesses actually run. But here's the kicker. Even though the cloud is target number 1, we are leaving the digital doors wide open. Only 47% of sensitive data in the cloud is actually encrypted. Think about that. That means more than half of our most critical information is just sitting there, vulnerable, for when an attacker inevitably gets in. Now, it's easy to think that the biggest threats are these super sophisticated hackers from halfway around the world. But the report points to a surprising partner in crime that's already inside our own house, our own complexity. Just think about this number for a second. 7. That is the average number of different tools a single company uses just for data protection. It creates this messy, confusing digital toolbox where it's almost impossible to see the big picture, making it way too easy for threats to just slip through the cracks. And here is the great disconnect. You ask companies what they fear most, and 63% will say these elite nation-state attackers. But then you look at what actually causes the most data breaches. The number one cause, at 28%, is just simple human error. We are laser-focused on the sharks while we're tripping over our own feet. And this misalignment, this gap between what we fear and what's real, gets even scarier when we start to look over the horizon. Because there's a threat that might seem like science fiction, but it's already having a very real impact today. And yeah, I'm talking about quantum computing. This brings us to a concept you absolutely have to get your head around. Harvest now, decrypt later. It's a pretty simple and honestly terrifying idea. Bad actors are stealing massive troves of encrypted data right now. They can't read it today, but they're betting that in a few years, a powerful quantum computer will crack it open like an egg. And don't think this is some fringe conspiracy theory. 61% of security experts are now saying that harvest now, decrypt later is their absolute top quantum-related security threat. The data being stolen as we speak is a ticking time bomb. So, with AI threats, cloud vulnerabilities, quantum risks, how in the world are organizations supposed to respond? Well, the report shows this clear strategic shift towards something called data sovereignty. It's basically the idea of keeping your data under the legal and operational control of its home country. And that's what this final section is all about. It's about how we move from a reactive, defensive crouch to proactively taking back control of our data, no matter where it is or what new threat comes along. What this all boils down to is that the old ways just aren't going to cut it anymore. The report is calling for a new mandate for security. It can't be an add-on. It has to be proactive. It has to be consistent across every single system. And more than anything, it has to be focused on protecting the data itself, not just the walls around it. And this isn't just talk. Companies are taking real, concrete steps. Over half are already redesigning their applications to keep data better isolated. They're using external key management, so they hold the keys to their own kingdom. And 40% are actively working to pull their data back from outside their home region. In essence, they're building digital borders. And that really brings us to the final lingering thought. The report lays out all the threats, it lays out the strategies. But it leaves us with this one powerful question to chew on. As we build and unleash more of these autonomous, intelligent agents into every corner of our lives, who or what is actually in control? It's something we're all going to have to figure out.